What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another NECA Toys action figure review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movies quarter scale Leonardo. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it right now.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And big thanks NECA Toys for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest from them, be sure to check the link in the description below. And I'm very excited to have the movie Leonardo right over here. I love the Donnie and the Raph figures, but Leo right over here, that is my favorite turtle. I am especially excited. Anyway, on the side, you can see a couple of product shots of Leonardo, and then on the back, you can see a couple more product shots. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. You'll get product shots again on the side. And on the very top, it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then on the very bottom, you can see the very talented people responsible for creating this figure. Let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Leonardo out of the packaging. And once again, NECA Toys has just nailed it again with this figure. It's just an incredible piece. I love this thing. Leonardo's my favorite Ninja Turtle, and I love the TMNT 1990 movie, so I'm just geeking out like crazy over here. I just love this piece. They got the likeness down on this head sculpt so well. It just looks, exactly like Leonardo. While taking pictures of it, it was just a really stunning experience because I'm taking these photos of this plastic toy and it just really looks like Leonardo from the movie right there. Even just looking into the eyes of it and everything, which we'll get into a closer look later on. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. Whoopsie, I was actually wrong about the accessories being exactly as the same as the other quarter scale TMNT figures. For instance, the TCRI right over here, this didn't come with the Raphael figure, but we did get one with Donatello. And I just want to compare the two. The Donnie one has a big old crack right over there in the side, and the one that comes with Leo is nice and pristine. Got some nice deco right over there, very clean silver paint. I'm liking that a lot. Looks really good. TCRI right over there, hazardous material. Very cool. I like it. Then we get the slice of pizza, which is the same, you know, combo. Those green bell peppers and sausages right there. Nice tomato sauce. Looks really good. Then as far as the interchangeable hands go, he has these more relaxed hands. He has a pointing finger right over there, and the details in here are just remarkable. I love the sculpted details on these and the paint. I mean, even looking at the nails right there. There is chipping. There is some chipping, and it's mostly just from the pegs right over there, not the actual hand itself. So it doesn't bother me too much, but you know, just be expected to clean up a little bit. And then looking at these hands, we have some gripping hands for the swords, and these have a hinge that moves up and down. And then you also get another set of sword holding hands for the hinge that moves side to side like a roll of the dice, which I appreciate a lot. Ooh, yeah, quite a bit of flaking right there. But again, that's just on the hinge. And then we get these more relaxed hands right over here, which look pretty good too. I like these. Which was the right hand is the pizza holding hand. I didn't really show that off, but that's the pizza holding hand. So you can get that right there, you know, if you want to get him eating his pizza. And then you have the two swords, which are not really katanas, but man, I love these things. These are fantastic. I need to darken my settings so you could really see them a lot better. That is sweet. I really like these, and they're fairly pointy. So if you want, you can start cleaning your nails, right? No, I don't recommend that. But anyway, that looks awesome with this little brown dry brushing right over here, adding some wear to them and everything. I think that's great. And I did measure out the blades of these, and they're just under 9 inches long, which is very cool. And I really like the handles on these too. One thing that's a very minor gripe of mine, though, is that I do have a hard time, you know, getting him to hold these without wearing on the brown paint at all. But I do love that we're seeing this nice black paint mixed in here, and we get these little touches of silver right there, which is very cool. Same thing with this one, you know, these little button pieces right over there and right here. So I think that's pretty awesome. But you can see on the corners of the handle, some of the paint does come off a little bit from having him hold these. So yeah, that's a little irritating, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, but still, I love the sculpt on these blades. Nice and sharp and everything. Nice and pointy. And then the way these swords fit into the sheaths over here is really nice. They just slide right in. Now, I don't remember there being this gap right over here in the movie. I just can't remember off the top of my head if that was there in the movie or not. That doesn't really bother me, but in my memory, it's just telling me that, you know, this just went all the way up to the hilt right there, but I could be totally wrong about that. Either way, it doesn't really bug me at all. So don't take my word for it. Check out these images I found online next to this head sculpt that we got from NECA Toys. I think they did a really good job. It really looks like Leonardo from this movie for me. What I also really like, it's hard for me to pinpoint or find an exact screenshot from the film that I think that they had used as a model for sculpting this figure. And I gotta say, I mean, I think this is a hand sculpted figure, right? I think NECA still uses actual sculptors and everything, physical sculpting instead of digital sculpting, which I think is a dying art right now. And if that's the case, I mean, I just have to say I have to give an extra appreciation for that. I'm fairly certain that they have hand sculptors and everything out there, but I'm gonna email NECA and double check with that. So yeah, I'll leave an updated comment in the comments below, and you may already know that, but I mean, looking at the side of this thing, this is just incredible. I love it. I love this faint black over here on the bandana. This is all made out of plastic right here, and like the other turtles, we have the soft goods, this very elastic material right here, and then the rubber band right there. So that's very cool. Not extremely tattered or anything like that, so I think that's pretty neat. And you do have a little bit of paint on there as well. And then just looking at the eyes right here, I think the eyes look really good on this. I'm digging that a lot. I gotta give props to Mom. Yeah, because my mom made some awesome Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costumes for my brother and I back in the day. I can't remember exactly how old I was, but yeah, they're basically movie Leonardo and movie Raphael. I was Leonardo, my brother was Raphael. That was definitely one of my favorite Halloween costumes from my childhood memory. I'll post a picture of that in my social media, so if you want to see me as a kid dressed as Leonardo, yeah, follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But anyway, looking on to the rest of the figure, this looks so dope. I mean, the rest of it, yeah, we're familiar with it, but still, I'm very impressed. I love all the little dots and everything that we're seeing right here. The strap came out really good. I love how we have that little gash. We get some little silver buttons. We get some color variation in the strap too. Looking very nice. And I really like looking at the sheaths right here on the very back. Also, that looks incredible. I'm just very pleased with these little knots that we're seeing right over here. Little stringies hanging off. And I love the variety of browns that we're getting. And again, we get some black over some brown too. Looking really nice. I love that. The shell looks awesome as well. I mean, shoot, man, they're just killing it with this. The shell, just look, the details in here are just remarkable. And then same thing with the elbow pads, which I'm fairly certain are reused, but nonetheless still look great. I love these, and the skin and the veins and everything looks great. We get that nice color variation in there. Looking on the side, like this part of the shell and everything looks really good. Looking at the legs here, you know, the paint details just don't stop, man. Just a fantastic piece. And these little bits of silver right there. Again, knee pads look fantastic, and then we get those Leo turtle toes looking great. Again, you know, nice paint detail on the toes. He even has peg holes underneath his feet right over here too. Now the articulation on this guy is the same as we've seen on the other turtles. You can get him looking upward just that much, and he will look down that far. You also get some head pivot right over here, and of course you can turn the head side to side right there. Shoulders. Now one thing I will mention is I recommend heating the joints up with a hairdryer. It just makes things easier, especially with the big figure with all this paint and everything. So you can move the arms outward just that much. They will move all the way down. You can rotate 360 right over here. No bicep swivel, but you get a swivel at the elbow, and you can get his elbows bending inward at the 90-degree mark right there. And then, of course, I had already talked about the wrist swivel on all of these and the hinges on them, except for that one set of hands. I will say that the pivot over here at the diaphragm is looser than the other figures, so that's something to be mindful of. It is a bit loose right there. You can turn it and twist a little bit, just some, and he will crunch forward just the tiniest bit. You can see the gap right here on the top of the shell, you know, and then it will just settle right back into place as well. But again, it's kind of loose right there. He does have the hip joints that move all the way outward, so you can get some great kicking poses and stuff. And he will kick forward just that much, which is pretty far, and not back too much because of the shell. And you can rotate the upper thigh. He has a joint at the knee, which I wish he had double jointed knees. That's one point of articulation that I really feel like the figure is missing. If we had just one extra joint over here, I wish I could bend those knees more. Then the ankles move down a little bit. They move up some. You can rotate them side to side, and he does have a bit of ankle pivot. Now measuring out this quarter scale Leonardo figure, you can see that to the top of his head, well, you can't really see it, but he's measuring at about about 18 inches tall to the top of the handles of those swords. We're looking at about 20 inches. And then comparing all 3/4 scale NECA movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures, you can see they all stand at about the same height. I have seen Mikey at various toy shows and conventions, and he does look like he's going to be a shorter figure than these three right over here. So I'm very curious to see how that one looks once we get an actual production copy. But man, these three figures are just amazing. Just absolutely stunning. Just look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Then here's Leonardo compared to another NECA quarter scale figure. We have the Batman v Superman Batman figure, and look how much shorter he is than a regular human figure. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. I like that scaling. Then comparing this quarter scale Leonardo figure to your average 6-inch scale action figure, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. Oh man, I love this figure. I'm almost speechless. This thing is just incredible. I love what NECA is doing with these. Yeah, there's some shortcomings. I mean, really, the biggest complaint is the flaking of the paint on the wrists, but it's not on the actual hands themselves. So the paint on the figure itself stays in great shape. Yeah, I complained about the handles on the katanas. I mean, these complaints are minimal, just minimal compared to how awesome this figure actually is. I mean, I just love it, man. I don't know what else to say. I just think this is incredible. Anyway, I hope you guys thought this review was incredible. If you did, please hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the figure. Let me know what you think of the review. If you like this video and you want to see more ShartimusPrime reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed and you have not hit the notification bell, please go ahead and do so to join the notification squad so you know immediately when the next ShartimusPrime video is posted. Gotta give a big thanks to all these awesome people over here sticking through thick and thin supporting this YouTube channel. And you'll see a photo gallery of images over at toynewseye.com, and you can follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
I'm gonna play with my toys today. I'm gonna play with my toys today. I'm gonna play with my toys today. Well, I don't care what the strangers say. I'm gonna play with my toys today.
That's crispy.
We're shot in your face. I said 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 we're shot.